Okay, this is how we're starting it. Which display language from the top? Which display language would you like to select? You can change this selection later in settings. Okay, so we have English, Francese, Italiano, Duchess, Espanol, Española. Boo, boo, ooh. Ugh, ugh. I'm sorry to everyone who I just offended. Let's choose English. Oh, this is interesting. Which voice language would you like to select? You can change the selection later in settings. So we could listen to the whole game in Japanese or in English. I'm sure the Japanese voice actors, actresses. I assume that the Japanese voice option it's going to be great and all, but I want to listen to the game in English. And besides, I played the original Detective Pikachu on 3DS, just to throw that out there, and I like the voice work in that game. So from what I understand, it's gonna be the same cast of actors plus some new actors and all that. Yeah, let's go. Apply the following voice language changes. Selected language. I need to learn English apparently. I need a lot of help if I don't understand English. Selected language English. No. Yes. This game saves automatically. Do not turn off your Nintendo Switch system. Whatever. Story jump mode. What the heck is that? New game. Okay, game settings. Display length. Well, we already went through these two. What is game settings? Okay, so we can adjust the music, sound effects, voice. Double playback speed. You can choose whether the in-game movies play at double speed. Switch between regular and double playback speed by pressing Z. Movies will be played at double. Okay, so if you don't like the movies and you just want to get into the detective work or whatever, that's cool. Or if you're replaying this game and yeah. Okay, cool little options that they didn't have to have. Pokemon, Nintendo Creatures, Game Freak, developed by Creatures Inc. Okay, so I guess this is a Creatures Inc. main game, which would make sense because I remember back when Detective Pikachu was new and all that as a game series, there was a lot of I remember seeing interviews or whatever about this being a high up there project for them. So yeah, Creatures is like, for those who don't know, Creatures is like the second pillar for Pokemon. Okay, don't quote me on this, but I think the second pillar right behind Nintendo and Game Freak. Maybe, but anyway, that's cool. Because usually for spin-off Pokemon games, it's usually handled by like a different publisher or whatever. Like, I'm blanking on the name. Like the Pokemon Shuffle people and Pokemon Cafe Remix. And who also made Coliseum and XD. Geniosity, you know what? I'm just butchering the name. We should just get to. Actually, I want Story Jump Mode. What the heck is that? If you select Story Jump Mode, you can play whatever parts of the story seems most interesting to you. Okay, so you could skip some stuff. Or simply read the instructions for each episode. Though you may see spoilers. Would you like to? No. I want the full game experience. Since I played the original Detective Pikachu, as I just said, and I want the full experience again. And I feel like this will be a fun little game to play every other Saturday. And I guess now we can fully begin. Hi, Pikachu.
The name's Pikachu, and I'm what you might call a great detective.
Oh, snap. Oh, yeah, Pikachu likes coffee.
My bolts of brilliance, I've solved many mysteries.
Okay, is this like a recap?
Harry and
Yeah.
I ran into some trouble on a case. Harry suddenly disappeared, and I'd lost all my memories. After that, I was wandering the city when I ran into Tim. Somehow, he could understand what I was saying. Our goals were one and the same. Find Detective Harry, because my missing partner just so happened to be Tim's dad. While we were searching for Harry, we uncovered a series of crimes involving R, a chemical that drove Pokemon berserk. Tim and I managed to solve the case and save Rhyme City. And yet... Harry was still missing. Even now, the two of us are still searching for him. Harry. Just where the heck did you go?
Okay, for those of you that never played Detective Pikachu on the 3DS, that's basically everything you need to know.
And so, to promote an even stronger bond between the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City, I hereby proclaim this day the start of Pokemon Friendship Week.
Oh, heck yeah.
At this event, we present this award to Tim Goodman and Pikachu, who saved
Harry!
Pikachu, great detective known for his Bolt of Brilliance.
Oh, Pikachu, I'm sorry. I guess that's a sign I better wrap this speech up, eh?
Tim Goodman, wearing his iconic red hoodie.
Wow, you couldn't have picked a worse time to doze off.
Sorry.
Now then, due to the R incident of 2 years ago, some of our citizens began to doubt Rhyme City's motto, coexistence with Pokemon. So to those of you who were affected, I offer you my deepest sympathies.
Howard Mayers, Mayor of Rhyme City. Perfect name.
A Corviknight?
Who's that Pokemon? A Corviknight. Slices through the sky on metal wings. I can't read.
Sir, follow me. Everyone, get inside right away.
What the heck is going on?
Could it be R?
R? Don't think so. Its behavior's different. It's all right. Just calm down.
Pikachu.
Lousy Corviknight! It just made off with my signature hat!
Oh,
My
jeez.
dad gave you that hat.
Yeah, we gotta get it back.
And you gotta help us. If you need instructions on how to get my hat back, check out the enclosed instruction book. Okay. Cutscene over. Let's get into this. You know how important that hat is to me, and Corviknight just flew off with it. What a mess. Let's go get it back. What's that? Oh, is this like tutorial stuff? Hey, Tim, over to here. Okay, so for those of you who are watching this, who have seen the Detective Pikachu movie, this is a slightly different timeline compared to that movie. So some things are going to be similar, but some things are going to be different. Okay, Pikachu, calm the heck down. But yeah, enjoy the ride and let's get into this, I guess. Wait, what happens if we... Over here, Tim!
Look, this must be the notebook the mayor dropped. Oh, there's something inside. A family photo? This girl looks familiar. Oh, she's the one who didn't look too happy during the mayor's speech.
That's my classmate, Rachel. She knows a lot about Pokemon.
Huh? Whoa, time out. You know her? Why am I just now learning this?
We should return this notebook to Mayor Myers. Am I even reading that right? Mayor Myers? Yeah, but first we gotta deal with Corviknight. Right, let's go, Pikachu. Okay, which way, left or right? I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, just a giant circle, never mind. Well, we can speak and / examinate. Nothing's happening. Also, I believe this is a little bit of a time skip because Tim Goodman here, our main protagonist, looks a little older than he did in the first game, which would make sense because this came out like, what, 5 years after the 3DS version or something like that? Anyway, anyway, let's get on with this adventure. Now what do we do? That's... Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. I'm gonna have fun reading this. Pidove, a regular site in Rhyme City Parks.
Oh,
Is that Pidove unconscious? Oh no. Don't touch it. Moving its Pokemon could injure it. Hey, you big guy, what happened to Pidove? Well, I'm at a loss. Nothing we tried so far is working. Hey, can you hear me? Okay. Just a little warning. I might have fun with these voices, so maybe a little too much fun. You cut your Pikachu's Pika chatter and evaluate the area. Oh yeah, because I'm a detective. Will Butlers, chief of the Pokemon Protection Bureau, Audino, can hear how healthy you are. I need to track down Corviknight and get this area evacuated, but I can't just leave this Pidove here. Hey, what happened? Calm down, Pikachu. To everyone else, you're just saying Pika Pika. Okay, I'm the only one who understands what you're saying. For the audience who don't know. Oh, right. Sorry, I got a little worked up seeing Pidove in such bad shape. Okay, Tim, it's on you to ask the big guy what went down. Meanwhile, the Pidove is just dead on the ground. Excuse me, what happened here? Huh? Oh, you're that young detective. You know, I'm just gonna throw this out here. I know that I still have yet to return to MEO. And that's gonna happen, but I've had this game sitting in my backlog unplayed. Compared to MEO, which I still would need to purchase. So yeah, that's a little reasoning behind that. Yes, I'm Tim Goodman, and this is my partner Pikachu. Will Butler, Pokemon Protection Bureau. And this Audino is a police department's rescue squad. So are we like... Okay, I know that this game features Pokemon from all across the generations, but are we in the universe right now? Because I see Audino, I see Pidove. What the heck? Audino. Oh, jeez. Again, I apologize for these voices. I'll spare you the detail. Oh, I'll spare you the details. Right now, we need to help this Pidove. Oh, I guess, yeah, Corviknight. That's like, what, Gen 7? Yeah. But Corviknight is gone. All I'm saying is Gen 5 plus Pikachu, but Pikachu's in like every generation. All that wind, Corviknight whipped up, blew it around, and knocked it out. Audino audio? I mean, I guess. But no, Audino used a move to help Pidove recover, but it still hasn't woken up. Audino? Chief, no! Civilians! Injuries to report at... No civilian injuries to report at this time. Why could I not read that? Copy that. Great work. Now, I really should get back to leading the evacuation, but I can't leave Pidove here unconscious. Yo, we've been talking circles about this poor Pidove. You ought to clear out of here too, young detective. Mr. Butler, let us help you take care of Pidove. We'll find a way to wake it up. Yeah, a couple of great detectives can handle this. Okay, I kind of can't take myself seriously right now reading all this. You? This is an emergency situation. One that requires my full attention. Maybe I should let you help. But I mean, he's just a teenager. Maybe even a young adult. Come on. Alright, I'll leave waking up this Pidove to you. I'm counting on you, young detective. Yes, sir. Let's go, Pikachu. Okay. Cool. Hey, why don't we talk to those other Pidove? Sure, let's give it a shot. Okay, so we have a bunch of... Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm probably going to be doing this a lot. Oh, and the music's picking up. Oh, I remember this music from the trailers. Where are you going, Tim? We gotta ask those Pidove some questions. Help us find a way to wake up that Pidove. Counting on you, young detective. Don't worry, we got this covered. Pidove, are you dead? Dot 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 dot. Hang in there, Pidove. Okay, I can only talk to one Pidove. Alright. The other one doesn't matter, apparently. Hold on a sec, Tim. Before we talk to these guys, there's something I need to tell you. Some tutorial stuff. Yeah? Yeah, what is it? In case it just don't pop up when it's convenient for us. I don't gotta tell you that, right? Even though I just told you? Right. And it's been a good long while since our last case. Well, that's true. So let's hit pause and jog our memories of how we go about investigating this case. Well, we'll do this one by the book, alright? If you say so. Tim's like, really? I know what to do. Tim, this is our first investigation in a long time. Fortunately, Pidove's injuries are already healed. Are they? The Pidove isn't really looking too good. All we gotta do is find a way to wake it up. Some might call it a coincidence, but I call it an opportunity for a detective work tutorial. Yep, I called it tutorials. Perfect, right? I suppose. Let's refresh our memory and make sure we conduct a full investigation. Okay, got it. First, let's quickly go over how we investigate. Oh jeez, this is gonna be long, isn't it? I talk to Pokemon, you talk to people, and I talk to the people. It's like I knew. It's like I played the original game. Together, the two of us will gather evidence and take testimonies from people and Pokemon and piece them all together to solve the case. Yep, that's how we do it. Exactly. Okay, This round of questioning is all yours, Pikachu. Okay, maybe that wasn't as long as I thought it was gonna be. Yo, isn't that no, the cop? Isn't he supposed to be, I don't know, helping the civilians? I guess the lady cop said that all the civilians are okay, but didn't he just say that he has more serious matters to attend to? Why is he just standing there looking at Adino? Anyway, back to the story. Enough of me ranting. Sir, here I go. Hey, Pidove, can I talk to you? I'm guessing you're pals with that unconscious Pidove. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions? Cool. It says their friends take a nap and won't wake up. So it thinks that unconscious Pidove is just sleeping? Cool. Oh man, I'm enjoying this already. You really love the smell of, wait, huh? What's that got to do with anything? Cool. Nice, strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. That's what I'm saying. You'd think these Pidoves would be more concerned about their unconscious friend instead of chirping about some smell. I mean, I believe pigeons aren't the smartest creatures, so I kind of good writing there. I'm guessing there's a certain aroma that Pidove are really into. Guess that's all we're gonna get. Maybe we should question some of the other Pidove around here. Yeah, like the second one. Hey, Tim! Come here a sec. Oh, what's this? This is a game meant for kids. Consultating Pikachu. If you're stuck during your investigation and see the light bulb icon in the lower left corner of the screen, you can press the left button to consult Pikachu to get a hint. I really don't want to do that, but if worst comes to worst, we'll do that. Yeah, this game basically involves basic reading, from what I understand, like the original game. So if I can't read a word, that's on me. Call me before you go anywhere. Oh, I guess I have to do that. I'm a little curious about what Pidove was saying. Yeah, its friend is unconscious, but all it wanted to talk about was an aroma it likes. Yep. A nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. That's all I could get out of it. Hold on. That could be a hint. So, some aroma would, is it Pidove saying that an aroma would help the other Pidove that's dead? Maybe? Aroma, sleepy time, go away. Wait, what if it was talking about using some kind of scent? And what if the scent could wake up its friend? That's it, Tim. If we can find a strong aroma these Pidove were chirping about, maybe it will wake up the unconscious friend. That's what I'm thinking. It's worth a shot, at least. But how are we going to find a scent like that? There might be some Pokemon who haven't evacuated yet. Maybe we can ask them. That reminds me. Listen up, Tim. If you're having trouble during your investigation, you can call out to me at any time. I can give you advice discreetly so no one else notices. Of course, you can also just mull things over on your own. But if you get stuck, it might be a good idea to take a break or retrace your steps. That's important too. Well, I guess if I play this game like every 2 weeks or so, I might need that. Depending on if I'm like in the middle of a chapter or something like that, and forget where I left off. That might be useful then, but I want to try figuring this stuff out on my own. Okay, so submenu. You can press the plus button during gameplay to open the submenu. In this menu, you can save the game and change your game setting. You can press the ZL button during gameplay to reread recent conversations. Okay, that's actually useful. All the conversations eventually disappear, so be careful not to forget what was said. I mean, do what I can. You can. Oh, are we just going in circles? Yeah, we're just going in circles. Okay, here we go. Okay, so there's other directions besides the left one. So are we going to unlock more stuff besides the light bulb? There we go. I assume that there's more stuff to unlock besides the light bulb. That's what I'm trying to say. Are you going to say the same thing? Yeah. You're all worried about your friend, huh? Dang, and that other pit of doesn't know how to talk apparently. Yo, what's good? I want to say, no, Natu is the pre-evolution. Okay, I was torn between Natu and Xatu. This is Xatu, right? Right. Xatu stares into the great beyond. That's Xatu. I can never tell what it's staring at or what it might be thinking. But that's the sort of Pokemon who's probably got all kinds of incredible knowledge. I don't know about that, but let's try asking if he knows anything about how to wake up Pidove. Way ahead of you. Hey, Xatu! Dot 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 dot. Okay, no. Can you hear me? Hey! Dot 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 dot. It's not saying anything. I wonder what's wrong. True. Oh, it wants peace and quiet while it's sunbathing. It's awfully calm given all the commotion going on. Maybe we should try asking someone else. I don't know. How about the lady cop? Please be careful. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Wait, were the aroma teas? Whatever this stupid thing's called. Okay, be quiet. I'm trying to talk. Will this thing be the scent? Coo, coo. Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. Hold up. If Pidove are gathered here, that means... What about this one? Coo, coo. It's singing about how much it loves this aroma. Wait, if Pidove loves this aroma, then maybe... Gee, I wonder what the solution is. No, don't... No. Talk to the aroma teas. Aroma teas, excusing and enhancing aroma. Whatever. Aroma? You're aroma teas, aren't you? What are these Pidoves surrounding you for? Aroma? Huh. They started flocking to it as soon as it got here. These Pidove have been following aroma teas around? Question mark? I read that wrong. Whatever. Coo! Coo! You're asking it to make it the nice aroma? Coo! Coo! Hurry up and make the nice aroma. Aroma! Aroma! The Pidove are really getting on its nerve. Oh, so the Pidove are actually trying to help out its friends, it seems. Or they just really want to smell it for themselves. I don't know. Seems like these Pidoves are all drawn to the scent that aroma teas emits. which means the Velvetees might be able to help us wake up the unconscious Pidove. Good thinking, Pikachu. Let's ask a Velvetees if a Velvetees is willing to help us out. Hey there, Velvetees. We could use some help. A Velvetee! It'll help us out if we can get these Pidoves to stop following it around. Fair enough. Let's talk to the Pidove. Let's just hope they understand us. Yo, what's good, Pidove? Can you skedaddle? Cool! Sorry to ask this, but could you move, somewhere else? Dot 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 dot. Hey now, now's not the time to stop and smell the aromas. Get it? We're trying to help your friend here. Say, guess what? Pretty soon the Velvetees is gonna go make lots of nice aromas right over there. Cool! They're on board with some nice aromas over their plan. So they'll move? Great. Aromatees should be willing to help us out now, right? Aroma? It's happy to lend a hand now that we got these pit up to move. Great. Let's take Aromatees back to the square. Okay, Aromatees. Here's a pit up. Please help it. Aroma? Yo, my aroma impersonation was spot on, I'd say. Not really. Pidup's awake. I didn't know. Wow, Aromatee's scent is nice. But it's kind of like a really strong perfume. I don't get why the Pidove like it so much. Cool. Glad you're enjoying it. Aroma? Yep, you were a huge help, Aromatees. Thanks. Excellent work, young detective. That packed Pidove right up. I don't even consider getting help from the other Pokemon I didn't even consider getting help from the other Pokemon in this area. It's hard to read while trying to do impersonations, I guess. I can't. Okay, let's try talking as Pikachu. Oh yeah, come to think of it, a police officer was calling this big guy Chief. I wonder why. Could it be the uniform? Maybe? I don't know. How about you ask him and find out? About you, Mr. Butler. Are you the chief? I mean, you look the part, but I need to ask for my Pikachu's sake. Are you the chief? Yes, I'm Will Butler, chief of the PPB. The Pokemon Police Brigade? Yo, if I'm right, I get a sandwich. The PPB? We're an organization dedicated to protecting the Pokemon of Rhyme City. The Pokemon Protection Bureau. I guess I was close enough. So it's kind of like the police, but focus on Pokemon. Okay, so if this guy is all about protecting Pokemon, right? Then why didn't he think of to use other Pokemon? I don't know. The story's not meant to be logical. It's meant to be a fun story for all ages. I didn't know we had something like that. The Bureau only recently started its official operations. At the moment, we're borrowing office space at the Rhyme City Police Station and cooperating with the police. We dispatched to provide security, but well, just look at what happened. I can't believe a fiasco this big occurred on my watch. It's honestly an embarrassment. Yo, I don't think kids would know how to read fiasco. I don't know. Maybe this game isn't... Okay. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this is more like... Is this like an E10 game? Hold on. I need to check this. I'll be right back in like a minute. You've less than that. Okay, so I got the game box, right? And it says E for everyone. Everyone toodles? I guess that's Spanish for everyone. So that's for the ESRB. I'm surprised it didn't say like basic language understanding of how to read with pride or something like that. So it's not really for everyone. Like if you're 4 years old and playing this, you'd be very confused. Unless you're a very smart 4-year-old. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting 4-year-olds less credit than they deserve. Who the heck knows? Okay, about the Pokemon Protection Bureau. We formed 2 years ago a response to the infamous art incident, the case you two solved. Back then, Pokemon-related disturbances were happening all over the city, and human and Pokemon residents of Rhyme City were deeply affected by that. Mayor Myers was so shaken by what occurred, he took it upon himself to create the PPB as a countermeasure. He wanted to make sure crimes involving Pokemon, like the art incident, would never happen again. That's why this organization exists. Isn't keeping the peace the police job, though? In the past few years, Rhyme City has seen a concerning rise in the number of reported incidents and accidents. The police are struggling to handle so many incidents, including those involving Pokemon. But now the police can protect the human population of Rhyme City, while the PPB protects the Pokemon. By dividing up the work, we can keep everyone safe. So that's why the PPB was formed. Just what I'd expect from Rhyme City. Howard really is looking out for us Pokemon, huh? By the way, young detective, I was watching Investigation earlier and couldn't help notice. Were you explaining things to Pikachu? Are you a stupid young adult or something? Huh? I don't think Pikachu understands what you're telling him, though. Unless you two of you can. I'm not actually talking to him. It's more like getting advice. No, that's not it. It's... Oh, I get it. You talk to Pikachu to organize your search. Interesting way to form your deductions, if you ask me. Bah ha 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 ha. No way, I can do better. Bah ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's it. Well, we do understand each other, actually. Phew, that was close. I thought he caught on to us. I mean, would it really be that big a deal if someone found out that you two can communicate? I mean, what are they gonna do? Lock you up in the prison cell? The crazy house? Actually, they might. You never know. Yo, this young adult can talk to Pokemon. He's crazy. Even though there's been incidents in the Pokemon universe of that happening, like with, I don't know, N from the Black and White games, and there's probably others I can't think of at the moment. Like definitely in the anime too. Like heck, there's Pokemon that can speak human language, like Meow from Team Rocket. Heck, I don't know, like these Pokemon trainers who can communicate. Actually, no, there was what's her name? The Battle Frontier person. At least in the anime, she could communicate with Pokemon or something like that. I don't know. I'm getting off topic. Well, not really off topic. We're still on the Pokemon thing, but off topic from this game itself now. Be careful. Usually folks won't believe we can talk to one another. Oh, so yeah, they would think you were crazy. I got you. Whoa. Ah! What the heck?
It's back again. Come on, let's chase it down.
Sir. Oh.
Beautiful cutscene. It's Covenant again. Hey, give me back my hat, would ya? The chief went after Covenant in his patrol car. I bet Covenant still has my hat. Let's follow it. Gzzz. Up. Is that like a Magnemite or something? Those are Pokemon cries. Sounds like they're coming from the direction Covenant flew off in. Let's go check it out. Yo, if this is a Magnemite, yo, it is a Magnemite, nice. But yo, let's look at the Spearow. I want to look at the Spearow. Can I please? No, I can't interact with the Spearow. Of course not. Yo, what's good, buddy? You said evacuate too, detective. But no, I'm worried about this Magnemite that randomly appeared. Magnemite. Levitates using electromagnetism. Whatever. Mag. Why aren't you running away? Well, I gotta get my hat back from Covenant. Well, oh, why aren't we running away? Never mind. Mag. Thanks for looking out for me. You stay safe too, okay? Okay, so the Magnemite was worried about Pikachu and Tim. Yo, what's good, Zatu? You want to talk to us now? Yato. Oh man, these Pokemon cries. It's telling us not to panic. Courage can become it even during a crisis. You all have something to say? Velma? It's wondering why we haven't bought it. Why it even bought it. It's wondering why it even bothered helping us. Velma? Cause now, instead of 2 Pidots following it around, there are 5. And they want to know what we plan on doing about it. So sorry, Aromates. Sorry, those Pidots don't mean to be annoying you. Yo, I just kinda got stuck in between 2 little Pidots. Nice.
Oh.
Oh, Lowland Executor. Whoa. Pikachu, look. Oh, and the Appletons. No, those aren't apples. Those are Appletons. Get it right, game. Get it right, Pikachu. Let me actually read this. Well, how do you like those apples? They're scattered all over the place. What a mess. Yo, what's good, Executor? Is this a tree? And it's growing here. It's kind of weird. Unless what? No. This is definitely weird. What's up, Appleton? Appleton lives in an apple. What was that cry? Blah blah blah. Up. It's dangerous here, Appleton. You should find somewhere that's safe. Up. That's odd. It doesn't seem like it wants to leave. Let's talk to it. About you, Appleton.
Hey,
I haven't seen any Appleton in this city before. Where do you come from? Up. Oh. You go to sleep in a wooden crate, and when you wake up, you're always someplace new? So the apple vendor travels to different locations, and this Appleton gets carried along. The apple vendor probably doesn't know about this Appleton. Pooh? Okay, maybe they aren't all Appletons. Maybe just this one. Something suddenly shook it awake a moment ago. I'll bet it was Covenite. Same goes for those crates getting toppled over. Or it could have been an executor. You never know. I don't see the apple vendor. They must have evacuated the area. What happened here? Up. So the wooden crates shook. You got thrown out, and that's when you realized your friends were missing. It got separated? Then let's help it find its friends. Good thinking. How many friends were here with you? Up. Two. Okay, gotcha. Got it. From what Appleton said, I think I get what's going on here. As much as I'd like to go get my hat back from Covenite, we can't just abandon a Pokemon in need of our help. Yeah, what kind of great detectives would we be if we didn't lend a helping hand or two along the way? Okay, so we investigate the fallen apples over there? I'd be happy to, if there wasn't a tree in the way. Something about it seems odd to me. Maybe we should investigate that first. Yo, what's up, Executor? Okay, so we can't investigate because this tree's in the way. What should we do about it? I mean, you can easily go around. There's enough space for that. You can go around it. Come on. I know that the camera's in our field of view, but it wouldn't be in your field of view. Video game logic. Okay, so we can't investigate because the tree's in the way. What should we do about it? Well, we can't just cut it down. Eggs.
Whoa! This tree's an executor!
Executor, line form. I did not get to read all that. I think it was said something like a toppling tree. Sorry, I was distracted by the cutscene. Wait. This is a Lorian Executor. I've never seen one before, so I didn't even realize that. What's it doing in Rhyme City? Why don't we ask and get some other questions in while we're at it? We can't investigate until it moves anyway. Hey, Executor, over here. Look down by your feet. Eggs. Whoa, don't all talk at once. How about this, Executor? I'll tell you which head should answer. Sound good? Eggs. Oops, forgot to say which head. About you, Executor. You, middleless head. Why are you here? Eggs. Guess it's been traveling around. Where's the apple vendor? That explains why it's here in Rhyme City. So what happened here? You, right head. Tell me what happened here. Eggs. Corviknight came flying through and wait. Let me read that in the Pikachu voice. I've given it. Corviknight came flying through, and when you tried to dodge it, you bumped into the fruit stand. I knew it. By the way, have you seen a hat? Corviknight took mine. Eggs. Sun and Pikachu have said one of the heads before you asked that question. I don't know. Guess he's still talking to the right head or whatever. Guess it happened suddenly. Too suddenly. Guess it happened too suddenly for you to tell. Oh well. Left head. We got a favor to ask. Egg. Sorry, but we want to search through those apples scattered behind you. Could you please scoot over a bit? Egg. Even though the executor did not have to move at all. Oh good, it moved for us. Now we can investigate the scene. Yo, what's good, apples and maybe Appletons and all that. Oh, I see it. This is where all the apples get scattered around. Let's investigate. Let the investigation begin. Remember what we're looking for. The two missing Appleton. Oh, so the Appleton that we spoke to previously had two friends. Well, then I'd only see one. So the other one must be on its side or something. That's right. There's a lot of apples here. So try not to overlook him, okay? Yo, can we examine the executive? No, we can't. Well, obviously this one. Look, an Appleton. I found one. Have you been sitting still pretending to be an apple this whole time? That must take a whole lot of patience. Huh. Patiently staying still is one of your talents. Impressive. That Corviknight got you wrapped up in quite the mess, though, didn't it? Your friend is waiting for you. Okay, so the second one's gonna be more tricky. Well, let's try turning over some apples, if we can. There are apples everywhere. I don't see any Appleton. At this point, these apples are only good for making juice or jam or something. I'd still eat them, bruises and all. So maybe in the crate? It's an apple crate. No sign of Appleton though. Well, we searched pretty thoughtfully. No, true googly, whatever. I know the word, I just can't say it, okay? I apologize. I still don't see my hat or that other Appleton though. Where could it be? Oh snap. Huh? Did you see something behind that crate? What? No, I didn't notice anything. Try checking again. Maybe something's changed. Yo, what's good, crate? It's the hat. Which probably means the Appleton's under the hat. My hat! Corvin, I dropped it. Could have sworn it wasn't here earlier. Anyway, I'm just glad to have it back.
This was a real pain. Huh? Hey, get back here. The heck?
Hey, quit playing around.
Hey, I'm not playing at all. My hat keeps moving on its own.
That's ridiculous, Pikachu.
See? Told you so.
Yeah, I don't think that's how physics work.
Guess I've gotta go get it.
Guess so.
Climb Executor.
Well, Tim, lift me up.
Okay. You alright? Don't hurt yourself.
Please, this'll be nothing.
Mass the button. Good. We got this, Pikachu. Don't worry. You gotta work out more, Pikachu. And good. Totally didn't see that one coming. Pikachu, it's an Appleton. Whoa. Are you okay? Fine and dandy. Nice catch, by the way. Are the Appleton okay too? They're all just chilling over there. Yep, they all seem happy to be reunited. Good, glad they're alright. So, one of them was wearing my hat, huh? Seeing it move on town really threw me for a loop. I'm so Corviknight dropped the hat mid-flight and it just happened to fall on top of Appleton. Oh yeah, hey Tim, where's my hat? Oh jeez. Don't worry, I got it. At the end of the day, I'm just glad I didn't lose my hat.
Yeesh, that was a hassle. Yeah, now that's more like it.
Yeah, you look like yourself again.
Thanks, Tim. Harry gave me this hat to commemorate our partnership.
The awards ceremony will resume shortly. We ask that all participants please return to the venue at this time.
I guess we better hurry back.
That darn Corviknight. I'll let it off the hook just this once.
Didn't everyone evacuate? Like, they're all going out.
Great work.
Ah,
Thank you.
jeez.
And you as well, Pikachu.
Yep.
I can't say it enough. Rhyme City owes you a debt of gratitude for your efforts. We strive for coexistence between people and Pokemon in our fair city. And you two are the ideal detective duo. On behalf of the city, I am pleased to present you with this medal.
Oh snap. We good.
Thank you, Mayor Myers. I'm honored.
Of course, you get one too, Pikachu.
I want one.
Yeah, I'm the great detective.
Pika to you too, little hero. Both of you, keep up that great work.
Way to go, Tim! Congratulations, hon.
Yeah. We did good. Even though everyone already evacuated, so it makes no sense that they're all back. Later that evening at Tim's apartment,
Tim, I was so proud of you today.
Irene Goodman, Tim's mother.
You're amazing, Tim.
Sophia Goodman, Tim's little sister.
You think so?
Everyone knows all about the amazing work you two have done. There was the Evie abduction case, the fossil stealing spree.
And the Rhine Tower standoff case, too. They even made a movie based on the R case.
Yeah, I thought that movie was pretty good, but how come Mom and me didn't even show up in it?
I have no idea, but movies usually do their own thing, don't they?
Yeah, I guess. Oh,
Okay, I like the little jab.
I need to ask you something. This is Dad's Pikachu, right?
Yeah. He's my partner at the moment, though.
I see.
Whoa, whoa. What's with all the staring?
He saved your dad from trouble many times.
Wow.
Oh, Pikachu. The news is about to start. Maybe there's an update on that Corviknight.
I sure hope
Yeah.
so. Dot 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 dot. The younger sister saw the movie, so because she saw the movie that was out at an adaptation of the original game, she now thinks that the Pikachu and the dad are, I don't know. You know if you've seen the movie. I don't want to spoil it. Even though it's like a it's been out for a few years now. Let's go to bed. Can we go to bed? Oh, those are old case notes. Yep, it's all the stuff you told me to keep a record of. Not bad, Tim. There's a lot you can learn from the past cases, you know. Show me what you got there. Oh, the R case, eh? That takes me back. It was the first case we punted up on. Yeah, R was the chemical that made Pokemon go berserk. It was created from Mewtwo cells. When a Pokemon was given R, its eyes would glow red and it would become enraged and violent. It was horrible. Even now, I still can't believe they used innocent Pokemon to cause all those incidents. Same. That was one tough nut to crack, but we managed to catch the culprit in the end. As for Mewtwo cells and the remaining fails of R, we confiscated all that stuff when we brought the culprit to justice. Speaking of which, in our final confrontation with that guy, you managed to use one of your moves. Oh yeah, and that did happen. Pikachu used Thunderbolt. So can Pikachu just use Thunderbolt, or did he forget how to use Thunderbolt again? You usually can't use any of your moves. How were you able to pull that off? Beats me. I'm just as baffled as you are, kid. After Harry went missing, I lost all my memories for some reason. That's also when I realized I can't use any moves. Maybe the pressure of the intense situation is how you were able to use that move? Could be a possibility, at least. After I used that move, I just blacked out. I was really worried about you. Okay. These are the medals we received. They're proof of all the good we've done with our great detective work. Let's keep it up, Tim. Anything else in the house besides the mom and the sister? Okay, we'll talk to the sister last, because I feel that that'll be... Wait, hold on.
Hey,
Wait, didn't we just look at this? All this stuff, record of, blah, blah. Not bad, Tim. There's a lot you can learn from the past. Cases, you know, tell me what you got there. Okay, so I originally clicked on this, I guess, when trying to click on the bed. I don't know. Yeah. What's it there? Skip button. No. I went too fast. I just wanted to click on the bed. That was a tough nut to crack. Speaking of which, you were able to use Thunderbolt. Okay, this is way too long. I already read all this. Oh, I've been mistaking the bed for... Yeah, okay. So it's just these two. Okay. I'm glad you're safe and doing well, Tam, but you hardly ever call. I know no news is supposed to be good news, but you take that a bit too far. Sorry, Mom. About Rhyme City.
Wow.
I haven't been to Rhyme City in quite some time now. Not since I last saw your father. Gosh, I guess it's been about 2 years then. About Meadows. Tam, are you getting enough to eat? Yeah, stopping by the High Hat Cafe for breakfast is part of my daily routine. The High Hat Cafe? The High Hat Cafe? It's Pikachu's favorite spot. It's so close now that we've moved. I've been going there pretty much every morning. Maybe I should make some dinner for you tomorrow night then. It's been a while. You miss my cooking, don't you? Of course. Thanks, Mom. I'm looking forward to it. And the sister.
Yes?
This is your first time in Rhyme City, right, Sophia? Uh-huh. It's so busy and fun. I'm glad I came. That cover night surprised me, though. I'm glad you and Mom are okay. Check the TV. Oh, yeah, the news. We were supposed to do that. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you this breaking news. Oh, what's going on?
According to amateur footage we've received from a viewer, Pokemon appear to have caused an explosion. This explosion occurred in the mountain range northeast of Rhyme City. This may be related to the recent uptick in incidents involving Pokemon. Rhyme City Police and the newly established
Mewtwo.
Pokemon Protection Bureau are investigating. Amelia Christie signing off.
She was in the first game.
Tim, did you catch that?
I hope that incident doesn't have anything to do with Dad.
Same here.
You want some cereal, folks?
Mewtwo told me 2 years ago. Dad's alive, and we'll be able to find him as long as we don't give up.
Yeah, Mewtwo is still our only connection to finding Harry.
Whispering to Pikachu, are you?
No.
You're just like your father, talking to Pokemon like that.
Oh, really? It's been 2 years since the R incident. Since then, we've solved all kinds of cases. The mayor even gave us an award for it. I can still talk to Pikachu and understand him. If the two of us keep solving cases together, I'm sure we'll find my dad someday.
Okay, so I assume that we have finished the prologue and we're wrapping it up. Maybe? saving. The day after the award ceremony. Back in Rhyme City. Oh, is that Cottony? And, Miraculous? Whimsicott. Rides and win from town to town.
Whoa, that's a lot of Whimsicott.
Sure is. They ride through on seasonal winds every year.
I hear they can be real pranksters.
If they get in a house they like, they scatter cotton everywhere.
Sounds like a pain to clean up.
Yep. The sweet smell of coffee is calling my name.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
Was he in the first game? Yeah, I believe so. Frank Holiday, Rhyme City Police Inspector. He
Inspector
was.
Holiday, did you finally find my dad?
Sorry. No. I'm here on a different case. We've received reports of a jewel theft. Could you lend me a hand with this one?
Of course.
The incident occurred at the Dennis residence, the mansion down the street. Sorry, but Brad is waiting for me. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
So much for my coffee.
Sorry, Pikachu. Okay, let's go, Pikachu. Wait a sec, Tim. For what? What for? There's no need to rush. You gotta be calm and hurried if you want to do your best investigating. Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh, so okay, yeah, we are getting other icons for the D-pad. Chatting with Pikachu. Pikachu's real talkative Pokemon. If you see this Pikachu icon in the lower left corner of the screen, you can press the right button to chat with him. Sometimes Pikachu will try to get your attention, and a Pikachu icon will bounce to let you know he wants to talk. If you see this icon bouncing, press the right button to hear what Pikachu has to say.
Whoa!
Okay, so I pressed the control stick right when that happened. Hey, don't ignore me.
Whoa!
Okay, enough fun.
Look, I know we need to hurry, but would it really hurt if we relaxed a bit? For instance, oh, here's a good idea. You could listen to some sage advice from a great detective like me. Okay.
Oh, but Holiday's waiting. We better go join him. Pikachu, you just said that you want to get coffee. Never mind.
Whoa!
Hey, Tim, that's not the way to the crime scene. I'm just exploring, Pikachu. Relax, let's go get some coffee. As much as I hate to admit it, we don't have time to drink coffee right now. But you just said earlier that you want coffee. Oh, it is Hariyama and Poliwrath and Dini. And he really helps loosen. I thought that said loser. Loosen up the knots in my shoulders. Okay, you have something important to say. Hold on. Wrath. Hurry! A Poliwrath and Hariyama this. Going off. You could cut tension with a knife. Looks like a fight could break out any second. We should probably avoid this alley so we don't accidentally set them off. Oh no, Hariyama's facing off against Poliwrath again. This is Hariyama's partner, I guess. Based off the name. Hi, my name is Hariyama's partner. Nice to meet you. Why does he act like this? He's usually so gentle. Is something wrong? My partner Hariyama loves showing off his strengths, especially when he can test it against someone else. And since Poliwrath is also proud of its muscles, Hariyama considers it his rival. Once they start going at it, it's hard to stop them. Yikes. Guess we better avoid that alley for now. Sorry, little girl, but you got stuff to do. At the Slowpoke fountain, apparently.
I really feel like dancing right now. What'd you think, Tim? Check out my moves!
Thank you, Pikachu. Very cool. Something's shining in the fountain. What could it be? Inkay, little jump scarer. Inkay! Whoa, I knew something. I knew I saw something. It was a Pokemon. That's an Inkay, Tim. It lights up its spot to communicate with friends. Never figured it'd use those light to lure someone in close enough for a prank. Yeah, it definitely surprised me. Inkay, Inkay! Hey, Inkay, maybe go easy on the jump scares, okay? Okay, Lady in Maractus, what's up? Maractus' partner. Great job, Maractus, your dancing is so cute. From the top, 1, 2, 1, 2. Maracwaka! That was important conversation, folks. How about a little snack for you and your partner?
Could someone grab me a tissue?
I saw you would want a snack, Pikachu. I guess not. I appreciate you coming on such short notice, Tim. This way the crime took place at the dentist residence up ahead. As I move very slowly.
Oh yeah! I'm in a great mood! This city really gets me pumped up.
Okay, the little Pikachu dialogue every once in a while, really adds to the charm. Even though it doesn't always, Pikachu doesn't always have something to say related to what's happening. Can we go into Spam House? No, okay. Oh, I think I remember this guy.
If it isn't the great detectives.
Brad McMaster, Rhyme City Police Lieutenant. My next trick, dedicated to the law and order. It's been a while, Brad. I see you're on the case too. Wasn't he suspected of being the criminal at one point in the original game? I'm asking like someone's gonna answer, but I feel like, yeah, I feel like he was on the criminal list in the original game, but he turned out to not be, or something like that. I see you on the case too. I suppose that means you are as well. You private detectives do love sticking your noses into every little thing. If Mr. Dennis hasn't requested you personally, I'd be asking you to leave right now. Yep, he's still a jerk. I think he still holds a grudge from that time we showed him up. Manic. He says no funny business. Jeez, no wonder you two are partners. That's enough, Braid. We're going to be conducting in this investigation together. This is the scene of the crime, right? Yes, this mansion belongs to Sanjeev Dennis Sajula. Dennis residence. Mr. Dennis is one of the wealthiest men in Ram City. Under normal circumstances, a citizen like yourself would never have the opportunity to meet him. Make sure you don't do anything to offend him, and don't get in the way of our investigation either. He's just got to get a dig in somewhere, doesn't he? Okay, Tim, come inside. The missing jewel was a yellow M and a red J. MJ. Michael Jackson? Dennis residence, first floor.
I see.
Alright, Tim. Mrs. Dennis is waiting for you in the room to the right. Thanks, Inspector Holiday.
I see.
The parlor is to the right. Mr. Dennis is waiting there. We appreciate the help, Tim. Okay, so probably this one right here. Ooh, Lugia. The name of this painting is Silver Waves, and it depicts Lugia, a Pokemon known as a guardian of the seas. It's rumored to live deep down on the ocean floor, but no one's ever seen it. I mean, if you play Gen 2, Soul Silver, and I guess Heart Gold 2, that makes sense. The ocean floor is not exactly a place you just casually visit. I want to explore before we go to the main objective. Pikachu have anything to say?
Detective tip number 7. Begin every investigation by taking your client's word at face value. From there, forget your preconceived notions and gather the facts until you uncover the truth.
Okay, something to add. In the original game, if you had a Detective Pikachu amiibo and you scanned it, you could unlock stuff you missed, like these little Pikachu chats. Some of them you could miss along the story beats if you didn't talk to Pikachu from time to time. So that was an easy way to get them all. Of course, me being an amiibo collector, I have the Detective Pikachu amiibo, and that's a pretty hefty amiibo. Just saying.
Whoa.
That's not the way to the room Holiday mentioned. I know, Pikachu, I know. Lieutenant McMaster is currently interviewing the Mr. Bonners in this room.
Excuse me?
I guess it would be too much to ask for us to join in, right? I'm afraid we can't allow even a great Detective Tim to do that. Police protocol, you understand? Hey, I have a couple questions to ask. Got a moment? Maniac. Don't want to waste time chatting while you're on duty, huh? Awfully stubborn, aren't you? You're even harder to talk to than Brad's Maniac trick. Okay, so that isn't Brad's Maniac trick. Lieutenant McMaster's coming for interviewing. Oh, and the portrait of Ho-Oh, of course. The name of this painting is Golden Sunrise, and it depicts Ho-Oh, a Pokemon that is spoken of in legends. They say it brings eternal happiness, and that its wings shine with rainbow-colored light. Rainbow-colored light, huh? The painting sure is beautiful, but I'll bet the real thing is even more breathtaking. You know, I wonder if this is hints both of these paintings on Ho-Oh and Lugia being in this game as actual Pokemon and not paintings. Okay, calm down, Maniac Trick. Okay, I guess we can go into the room now. Yo, what's up, buddy?
Oh, Tim, I've been waiting for you.
Ooh, Tim! Senji's Dennis Jeweler. Grelif got at the Dennis residence. My name is Senji's Dennis. I'm a jeweler, and this is my partner, Grelif. Grelif. I'm Detective Tim Goodman, and this is my partner Pikachu. Sorry to jump right into it, but could you please tell us what you've known about the incident? About the crime that took place. A precious jewel was stolen while I was out of the house. It's called the Aurora Drop, and it's a very rare jewel indeed. The Aurora Drop? Is that from like an Aurora? No, that fossil Pokemon from Gen 6? What a mysterious name, magical even. The thief injured one of my staff members and made off as a jewel. Noted testimony. Thankfully, my staff member's injuries were minor, and yet... Is something sticking out to you as odd? Well, the police are treating my trusted butler as a prime suspect. They think the butler did it? Could you tell me a bit more about the stolen jewel? It looks like this. Both gemstones must first be cut and polished into beautiful jewels. But the Aurora Drop is said to have naturally formed into its shape. I just so happen to have a picture of it lying around. The way it shines looks a bit like an aurora. Yes, it's precisely how it got its name. The Aurora Drop has been the subject of many a tale, but it was thought to be nothing more than a fiction. Even amongst us jewelers, for the longest time we've called it the Jewel of Legend. Wow, he wasn't kidding when he called it precious. I guess it's no surprise that someone wanted to steal it. It definitely sounds valuable. Where were you displaying it? I kept it securely locked within the special reinforced case inside my jewel storage room. There are locks on both the storage room door and the reinforced case. And yet, despite all the security, it still got stolen. About your trusted butler. You mentioned that the police already have a suspect. Yes, they believe that the thief is my own trusted butler, Bonus. Why do they think that? Because Bonus and I are the only people who can access the key to the storage room. What's keeping someone else from getting to it? Well, it's locked. The key is always kept around Growlithe's neck. Growlithe's the suspect. Growlithe broke in and buried it. I'm calling it. If anyone but Bonus or myself attempted to take it from her, Growlithe would stop barking. My Growlithe is a very loyal Pokemon. She would never allow the key to be taken by a stranger. And that's why Growlithe took it. I don't see the key around Growlithe's neck right now. Yeah, really. Growlithe must have lost the key. The police think Bonds took it. That would certainly make sense, assuming Bonds really is a culprit. Mr. Dennis, if possible, I'd like to talk with Bonds. He's currently being questioned by the police. But you don't believe Bonds is a thief. Is that correct? I've known Bonds since we were young. He worked in this home for years, and he's always served us well. So, you guys were friends when you were young, and then when you got wealthy, you were like, yo, you're my butler now. I'm making you work for me. Have a nice day. What a nice friend you turned out to be, Dennis. I'm certain that he'd never steal from me, even though you made him a butler. I mean, you both could have lived in this house together as wealthy men. I don't know. And I couldn't possibly imagine him hurting anyone. So you're saying Bonds didn't do it, and the real culprit is still at large. That's right, someone else must have stolen the jewel. Please help me prove that Bonds is innocent. Ah, so that's why he called us here, to clear his butler's name. We'll talk to Bonds later. So find the Aurora drop and clearing Bonds of suspicion. Those are two things you called us here to do. Could you please? You're the only ones I can count on. Our job is to investigate the case and reveal the truth. We won't know if Bonds is truly innocent until we look into this more. Yeah, the police must have some reason to suspect him. I mean, him being the only one with access to the key, technically. Anyway, but we'll do what we can. If that's acceptable to you, we'll take the case. That's more than acceptable. Thank you, Tim. Great. Great. In that case, may I start investigating the scene of the crime? Of course, the jewel storage room is just upstairs. I know you won't let me down. Wait a sec, Tim. There's something I want to try, starting with this case. Something you want to try? Yeah, a case notebook. The writers for Detective General swear by it. Detective General, that's the magazine you're always reading, right? Yeah, that's the one. They researched the most effective way for a detective to organize their case notes. The solution they came up with was a case notebook. Oh, jeez, I'm having trouble reading this if you can't tell. It sounds intriguing. How does it work? I'm getting to that. First, open up your notebook. Okay, how was Joe stolen? So, Sanjeev Dennis jewel has apparently been stolen, but how did the culprit steal it? Investigate the scene of the crime on the second floor for clues. First, let's write in the notebook any burning questions that arise while investigating. We'll summarize the testimony and evidence that we've gathered during the investigation on the page below. The stolen jewel. The Aurora drop is Mr. Dennis' prized jewel. Someone has stolen it. And that's locked. After we collected enough testimonies and evidence, the begin deducing option will appear. And when you select this, we can start deducing the answers to our questions. We don't have enough testimonies or evidence right now, but once we do, we'll be able to start deducing. I guess actually using a notebook is the best approach. So Tim, what do you have to do right now? Go upstairs? We have to collect testimonies and evidence to figure out how the jewel was stolen. To do that, we first have to investigate the scene of the crime. That's right. Let's go check out the jewel storage room. Okay, we good to leave this page? I think we are. Can we go back in and talk to Growlithe? Whoa. It's Dennis Pond Growlithe. See, sir, doesn't look happy. Whoa. Apparently, she feels responsible no wonder she's down. That's because she's the culprit. Maybe we should leave her alone for a while. Ask me anything you like. It's some tea to serve to visitors. I prefer coffee myself. Looks like some jeweling tools have been left in here. I wonder if Mr. Dennis uses this room to study to, as a study tool. Whatever. Failed to read that. Let's get out of this room. Oh, you have something new to say? I take it you heard what Mr. Dennis has to say. I'm guessing he also told you about his butler. He's definitely not pleased that Bonds has fallen under suspicion. It sure seems that way. In my position, I'm not at liberty to share all the information we've gathered. But if there's anything we can do to help, just let me know. Thank you. At the time of the incident. What was the situation in the manor at the time of the incident? We're still looking into that. I'm sure you can get more direct answers by asking the witnesses themselves. He's right. We should take this one step at a time and gather our own intel. About Bonds. I was told Bonds is a police prime suspect. Well, there's circumstantial evidence certainly seems to be pointing in his direction. He doesn't sound terribly convinced. Does anything strike you as odd? Yes, actually, I can't think of a single motive for Bond to steal that jewel. He doesn't appear to bear any ill will toward Mr. Dennis, and he's in no trouble financially. That being said, we may uncover a motive in the course of our investigation, but for now, we can't say anything with certainty. Understood. About the Aurora Drop. I hear the Aurora Drop is an incredibly valuable jewel. The Aurora Drop's not just valuable, it's famous throughout the entire jewelry industry. Then there must be plenty of people who like to get their hands on it. Could the jewel have been stolen by an intruder? I can't rule out the possibility, but based on current evidence, I'd say the likelihood of burglary is low. And this is still locked.
You know, Tim, we're really living the good life at our apartment. A huge mansion like this must be a pain to clean.
That's why they have a butler, Pikachu.
Hold on. Got some dust on my hat. A great detective's gotta look good at all times.
Okay, I think it's time we can head upstairs. So what's going on up here? Just from currently being searched by the police. Can we not go in? Hold on. This is a jewel storage room, the scene of the crime. Oh, what's this? A feather. A bunch of feathers, actually. That was the Pedubs. They flew through the window. They stole Growler's key, and I don't know. What's all this? Pokemon feathers? So it looks like it. They scattered all over the floor, and the window's open. Yo, could that be a Ducklet feather, actually? Based on it being blue and all? Maybe a Pokemon got in or out through here. Do you think it has anything to do with this case? Look at this. Could that be like a Miracle feather? Just guessing. Obviously. One of the feathers is darker than the others. You're right. The other 6 are lighter shade of blue. Something about this is nagging me at me. Probably can't go in here. We may be investigating a crime, but we should still respect the residents' privacy. We shouldn't go barging into rooms that have nothing to do with the case, Tim. 2, we need to focus on the jewel storage room.
Seems Seems like the residents of this mansion drink coffee frequently. I can tell by the aroma.
Thank you for that insight, Pikachu. Very important. The jewel storage room has been left exactly as it was at the time of the incident. Inspector Holiday's already filled me in. Please go right ahead.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes. Jewel storage room. Why is there fluff on the ground? Also, there's a feather in the fluff. What was there, like a Lulu in here, or Flaffy or something? Or Mareep, or whatever. Or Double. What is it, Pikachu? I checked the door, but there's no signs of forced entry. Then we can be fairly certain that the thief used a key to get in. According to Dennis, this room is where the Aurora drop used to be. Let's take a closer look. Now let's leave.
Whoa!
Hey, where are you going? We're not done investigating and deducing.
Hey, Tim, no need to hold.
What are we doing back out here?
Talk to me whenever you want. I'm right here, after all.
You said not to go outside, yet you went outside for that cutscene. Thanks, Pikachu. Okay, Pikachu's bored of us. Okay, lots of red jewels, it looks like, in here. Now, before we investigate what's on the floor, let's investigate everything else. This area looks more disturbed than the rest. Let's start investigating. We might find a clue. Alright, don't let any details slip past you, Tim.
Let me see.
Where do we look first? Oh, I want to look in the back. Whatever. That looks like part of the jewel case. Based off the shape, do you think the top half of the case was cut off? Yeah, it looks that way. It's really cleaned out. Cut. So, a Pokemon with sharp claws like a slicer? Slicing it must have taken one shifty sharp blade. I doubt a human could pull that off. I mean, they could if they had the right tools. This is the only case that's damaged. Must be where they keep the rubber drop. The edge looks like it was sliced clean with a blade. What kind of blade could slice this cleanly through a steady jewel case? Maybe a double blade? Is that what it's called? Sword Pokemon? There's some. Oh, the Cottony! I forgot about them. Yeah, they hinted at that earlier. So a Cottony was here, and that doesn't explain the feathers or the case. Maybe a Pokemon was riding the Cottony. There's some cotton on the ground. It looks really fluffy and soft. Caught in the jewel storage room. What a bunch of jokers. No, what's a bunch of cotton doing in here? The Cottony. It has to be the Cottony. Oh, is that the same one?
Hey, Tim. Check it out. Looks good, huh?
You're not supposed to touch the evidence.
Part of detective work, you know.
Yeah, whatever. Now quit goofing off and investigate.
He clearly doesn't appreciate my art. Perhaps I need to give him a little more training.
I think you need some training, Pikachu. You're not supposed to touch the scene of the crime. Okay, the feather. What's up with this feather? Here's a blue feather. Do you think the Pokemon it belongs to was in this room? Maybe it's from the Pokemon that lives in the mansion. Let's look into that later. Hold on. When they were investigating the room and outside the room, they didn't notice the feathers? Come on. The people before us, actually. They're not good detectives like us. I mean, am I missing something here?
Whoa!
You say you checked everywhere? Pretty sure. Did I miss something here? The key slot? I mean, obviously, they didn't need the key if someone sliced it open. Excuse me. Had a little burp in me. The jewel case is still locked. The lock on the jewel case. Like Dana said, the jewel in this case was stored under a lock and key. And the key to the case is a different key than the one to the jewel storage room door. I wonder who has the key then.
Right.
We covered everything I was wondering about. Any other spots you want to check? I mean, I'd like to just look at the other jewels.
Okay, let's start deducing. Great.
We got everything we need to make our decisions. Oh man, I wanted to see Pikachu dialogue. Let's solve the puzzle. Let's solve the puzzle, Tim. No. What a beautiful jewel. It's so clear and sparkly. Also brilliant. Bolt of Brilliance? A green jewel. The fresh green color reminds me of the forest. Just looking at it is calming. Okay, two more. I'm losing my voice. Okay, I think we can figure this out soon, which is good since we're almost out of time. Time to end the stream. Almost. This one's a blue jewel. It's a deep blue, like the ocean. It has a kind of magical feeling to it. It's a red jewel. What if I haven't read? Like boiling hot lava, it's almost too bright to look at.
Okay.
You probably figured out how the culprit stole the jewel by now, eh? Alright, select begin deducting in your case notebook.
Okay.
We have a few plausible theories. What do you think is right? The culprit hasn't actually stolen the jewel yet. The culprit may not have taken the Aurora drop out of the jewel storage room. Instead, they may have hidden it among the cotton fluff scattered throughout the room. I mean, I could have fallen in the cotton, but I don't think that's likely. The culprit cut open the case and stole the jewel. The culprit somehow cut open the jewel case to steal the Aurora drop. The culprit unlocked the case and stole the jewel. Definitely not this. The culprit may have used the key to unlock the jewel case, then stole the Aurora drop. I think the middle one.
Okay.
From what we've seen, the crime scene, we can tell from the jewel case was sliced open. After that, the Aurora drop was removed from the case and taken away. Right, and we saw the jewel case was still locked, which supports the claim. We still need to investigate more to determine how the case was sliced open. But at least we now know how the thief got their hands on the Aurora drop. Yeah, we made our first step forward. Detective Pikachu approved. You'll understand how to use the case notebook now. Yep, once I've got some evidence, I'll start deducing. Feel free to start deducing whenever you feel like it. I mean, we already got Pikachu's stamp of approval, so... After investigating the scene, we now know how the crime was carried out. It's like they're talking directly to us. Or at least, kind of seems that way. We can be certain that the culprit sliced open the case and took the jewel from inside. But there's just one thing that's strange. Oh yeah? Yeah, think Tim. What's strange about the way the crime was committed? The jewel storage room door was locked. Yeah, it should have been locked. The jewel was stored in this room. Yeah, I mean it was. The glass was cut, but the door wasn't. Yeah, that is interesting.
Oh.
The door to the storage room was opened with a key, but the jewel case was still locked when it was sliced apart. That's right, so that means the thief only had one of the keys. The one to the storage room. They didn't have the key to the jewel case. According to Mr. Dennis, only he and Bonds can access the jewel storage room. I understand why the police suspect Bonds, but I'm not so sure. Honestly, it'd be best if we could talk to Bonds ourselves, but he's still being questioned. How do you know you haven't been to the next room over? You're still in this room. We need to ask Mr. Dennis about the lock on the jewel case. Right. After we wrap up here, let's go ask him. Meanwhile, he just shows up. How's the investigation going, Tim? Sound like Kermit the Frog. Not a little bit. Oh, Mr. Dennis. Sorry, I couldn't stand just waiting around. Have you discovered anything? It does appear that the culprit used the storage room key to gain entry. We believe they then cut open the jewel case and took the revolver drop. Is that so? I suppose that doesn't help Bonds much, since he has access to the key. I have a question for you, Mr. Dennis. Who has the key to the jewel case? I have it right here. I always carry the key to the jewel case in my person. I've known Bonds for a very long time, but I still wanted to give him this key. Noted the testimony. The scenery of the jewel case is my personal responsibility. Got it. So both Bonds and Dennis can access the key to the jewel storage room. But only Mr. Dennis has access to the key to the jewel case itself. Interesting. That's valuable information, Mr. Dennis. Thank you. Really? I thought it might be getting away. So I might be getting away, but I'm glad to hear I could help. The overall drop is meant to become a symbol of revival for Rhyme City. Anyways, I'm counting on you, Tim. A symbol of revival? Let's get Dennis about that later. A revival of what? The city being crime-free? Or a revival of the crime was being resumed? I'm banking on one of those two. Okay, new notebook page. Is Bond a culprit? The police suspect Brandon Bond is a culprit. Begin interviewing the people and Pokemon in the mansion. The thief cut open the case to steal the jewel, but they had the key to get into the storage room. And the only people who have access to the key are Dennis and Bonds, so it makes sense that the police would suspect Bonds. If the key hasn't been used to unlock the storage room, Bonds wouldn't be under suspicion in the first place. Why would he do that, knowing people would suspect him? Maybe he didn't think that far ahead. In any case, based on what we found at the scene of the crime. We can't be certain of anything just yet. We need to talk to Bonds and the other people in the mansion and hear what they have to say. Not just the people, the Pokemon too. I'll interpret for you what we talk when we talk to them. Alright, I'm counting on you, Pikachu. Okay, now that we've got our next step figured out, let's start interviewing everyone right away. Begin deducing.
Okay.
Alright, we got some useful information. Let's stop for a moment and get our thoughts together. Based off everything we heard, is there anything that suggests Bonds is innocent? Let's review the information we gathered and see what we come up with. We only have one. Bonds doesn't seem like he would betray Mr. Dennis. Would Bonds really betray Mr. Dennis? They've known each other for a long time, and Mr. Dennis trusts Bonds impractically. I think I just read that right. I don't know. Mr. Dennis himself said there's no way Bonds could commit this crime. Taking him at his word, doesn't that mean Bonds is innocent? Tim, are you feeling alright? You do realize that doesn't prove anything, doesn't prove anything, don't you? Of course Dennis thinks Bonds didn't do it. No one wants to believe that the people closest to them could commit a crime. Our job is to find something that actually proves that Bonds isn't the culprit. I don't think we have enough information yet. Is it something we forgot to add? It is something we forgot to ask about. Let's go conduct some more interviews.
Okay.
Alright, we got useful information based on everything we heard. Anything that suggests Bonds is innocent. Okay, this is just repeating itself. We got nothing. Okay, Pikachu. Before I start ending the stream, what do you have to say?
Great Detective Coffee Note number 2. The water you use can change how your coffee tastes.
Thank you, Pikachu. I guess we're ending off on that note. Well, we're ending the gameplay, but I'm gonna discuss my work stories and all that. So stay tuned and discussing what future streams. So let's get ready to end and talk about that stuff. So yeah, thank you for tuning in to the Detective Pikachu Returns. It's been a good start to the stream. Now then, for my week, since I didn't get a chance to talk about it. Yeah, this week has been raining like every day since Wednesday. So that has been keeping customers away, but obviously tomorrow's Mother's Day, and yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there who have been watching this. Well, to have been watching my stream, or listening, or whatever. But yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. At least in the US, I think in like UK and everything, it's on a different day, but still, happy Mother's Day. But yeah, today was kind of awful. Everyone was basically last minute shopping, and yeah, I was stuck out in the rain getting cut. I mean, I don't mind the rain, but having a lot of rain on you, that can be a little bit annoying. But I didn't mind it too much. Other than that, yeah, mainly yesterday and today were the busiest days of the week at my work. Because, like I said, the rain. And I did mention last stream that I was trying to change, do something with my tires, rotate them. Hopefully I can fully get them rotated. I had to get some new nuts for my tires. that's basically what the issue was. That at least two of the nuts got stuck. Well, I have the new nuts now, so maybe tonight my friend and I will. Maybe tonight my friend and I will tackle that. If not tonight, then sometime next week. But yeah, I hope to get my tires all situated, since it's important to rotate your tires for those who don't know, not own a car, whatever. If not every oil change, every other oil change. But yeah, that's it for my stories. Let me end the stream proper. Thank you for watching. Again, thank you again for watching The Great Detective Pikachu Returns, whatever. Next stream on Thursday will be the Tears of the Kingdom. That should be fun. We should maybe get the paraglider, not paraglider, the parasuit then for Link to wear. Hopefully, that's a goal in that game. So yeah, I look forward to Tears of the Kingdom next Thursday, and then well, not next Thursday, this upcoming Thursday, and then next Saturday will be some Mario Kart. We'll be racing around with 200cc and maybe tackling some ghost data, some ghost trials and whatnot. So yeah, look forward to Mario Kart and Zelda, and whatever else I stream in the future, like this game, for example. But yeah, y'all take care. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy your weekend. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are celebrating. And yeah, y'all have a good one. Thank you for watching. Peace, Jesus man. And catch you all later.
Hey, Scotty. Jesus, man.